Hello everyone and welcome back to Lawfolds in Aberdeenshire. As you can see here, we are finishing up the last ploughing job of today. We just have a few spots left that needs to be ploughed. And of course we will do so. We have already done a whole lot this day. It's 11:36 a.m. and we have been working very hard. And it's satisfaction. The work has been satisfaction, or given me satisfaction. That is how it should be said, I guess. I'm proud of my friends that worked so hard. And now the only thing we have to is clean up. Come on. Clean up those little spots. So we will start doing this in this corner, and we will go around and take away all the spots that are left. It looks a bit cleaner when we get that out of the way, and here we got the last little patch of old crops. And that was the ploughing. We will have to plough every new field to get that last 10% yield. But these fields we won't have to plough for a while. The effects of the ploughing lasts 3 harvests. Oh, me and grammar. So the last job here for now is the oilseed radish. And as we are getting this done so early in the morning, we probably will have to cultivate and use the sowing machine on these fields today actually. So that will be plenty of work for us yet. And here we have gone the 2 headlines, done the 2 headlines. So it should be, hopefully it should be very easy to get through this field. And we worked hard here for quite a while, and we are getting near the end. There's not much left at all. And the course has been working very well. So even if I have to wait between tasks, it's okay. We have a little money and it's very tempting to go out and buy another field, but I think we should make these ones work before that, and having the pig food work and the cow food and so on and so forth. And I shouldn't have said that that was work. So it's time for a big moment of this episode. We are going to moor our first field, our grass field, and I apologize in advance because I'm doing a sloppy job here in the beginning. I recorded this during a very bright period of the day and I was blinded off and on. It only lasted, let's say half an hour, 45 minutes, but still. And there we have my tablet coming to life. Means that it's 8 AM here. So I'm doing this voiceover in the morning. For the most part nowadays, as I do quite a bit of editing in the videos, I record one day and make the voiceovers the day after. It seems to work fine, and I can tell that originally the footage from for this video was almost 3 hours. So I did cut it down quite a bit. But the fields are rather big, so we would sit here for 5 or 6 episodes doing the same thing otherwise. So I think it's a win-win. I checked the statistics before, and we have been working on this farm for 89 hours. So if we should have parts at half an hour, we have now been over 175 episodes, and I don't think that would have been that nice. It's better to do it this way, even if it's a lot of editing. And as you see, I'm doing a bad job. But it's only this first lap, or the headlines, that are really bad. So we're using the follow me mod here, and I think that's a pretty good way to show it off. This is really nice, and we keep doing a very narrow turn there, and we are stuck. We are so stuck on that fence that we have had to have the farming gnomes coming in, taking it loose, repairing it, and reset it or return it to the farmyard. So now we have to get it over here again some way, and our loading wagon is almost full. So now we call in the help from the Deutschfahrt that was still on the farm. And here we got our windrower. So let's back it up. There we go. And we will send this tractor and the windrower over to the cow farm. Because the windrower is very much needed. And meanwhile, we will empty out the grass. We will use the loading wagon for all of this field. And the first task is to fill up the mixed food ration factory with grass, and it takes 100,000 liters. And I think this wagon is capable of carrying 34,000 liters. So let's go around here so we get a nice spot to backing up from, making it a little bit easier, maybe, perhaps. So let's reverse you. Oh, bit too close. That's it, and we will let the grass out. There we go. So back to the field. Oh, but here comes our Deutschfahrt. So now when we have all tractors here, why not let them, all three of them, work, so we can keep the windrow on the Deutschfahrt. So let's sign our loading wagon or the fence to have the Deutschfahrt as a leader. And we get out on the field again. I'm folding the machine, and no, it's not that good. So I have the spinning wheels down in the grass when driving through. So you can start up Elowin and get going whilst our fence is coming over here. It would be nice if you started. You don't have to wait for them to come all the way, but that's the way it is, it seems. They were going a little bit away from the other tractors, and now we can get the right far to get close, and we set Elowin as the leader. So lead on. And we will get to the far end here, and then we're going to and through and getting all this grass mowed and collected. Every piece of straw of grass is valuable in a way, so let's not leave more than necessary. And there will be quite a strain on my hands here, so in a minute we will get GPS going. Which of course makes it easier for me to get straight lines. But mostly so my hands can rest, because there will be rather a lot of manual work when it comes to the mixed food factory and the silage bunker. Because what can't be put into the mixed food factory will be put in the bunker. So we get silage or fermented grass, if that's what you prefer to call it. So we're setting up the GPS, and here we are going along. So now we only have to make the turns manually. And I decided to jump 2 lines and going up the 3rd, so that the other machinery has a chance of adjusting in a good manner. So this is pretty much what Valerie will be doing all of this episode, going up and down the grass field. We have the Deutzfahr that will windrow all the grass, 3 rows into 1 neat line, and then we have a fence picking up all the grass with a loading wagon and transporting it where it should be placed. The grass, that is, not the wagon. Now you will also see the advantage with having a grass field this close to the silage bunker. There will not be a lot of transporting time. This is the only time in life that I can recall that someone is following me all around, except for playing that game when we were a kid. I don't know what it's called in English. In Swedish we call it följa John. So I guess you have a good name for it too. Because that means straight up follow John. So that's what we will be doing for the rest of this episode. And the forest wagon is full. So let's go and empty it out. And it would be nice if I could head for the gate instead of the wall. And we're taking a longer turn than we could. And it's just because it should be kind to the tractor and the equipment, not having all those very I almost said steep but narrow turns, I think you say. So empty. And back to the fields. So where are the there they are. It's not all that easy to see. All the time. And the grass that is cut is very now it has almost the same shade of green as the grass around it, so it can be a bit tricky sometimes to find it. So I was looking for the machinery because they are a bit bigger. So let's go on. Starting off the motors. Now in the game the tractor stops running when it gets a certain distance from it. So from time to time it will, and other times it won't. So this time we had to do an extra effort in getting it started again, because there are both a tractor and a motor in each of the mowing parts. There are two of them that needs to have their engine or motor. No, I think you say engine started. And we have come a bit further, and the loading wagon is full again. So let's stop the Dodge file from being our leader and go empty out the loading wagon. So around the bunker. To the mixed food ration factory. Backing up. Can do a better job than the first one. Here we go, and emptying out, and that was all no small amount. So the rest of the grass is going to go into this silage bunker, and we will do as follow, and that we start on the drive through and letting it out a bit at a time and fill it out as well as we can. And here we come the second time. And I'm sorry you can't see the grass here, but sometimes I lose track on what you see and not see because I'm so engaged in what I'm doing. But you can see that we now have 2 rows or lanes of grass, and we will compact it by driving over it. So out in the field, and we have collected even more grass. And I'm jumping some of the mowing because there is not much more to it than you already have seen, and you will see more of it later on. So we're going down the middle lane here. Silage is something that you can feed the cows as it is, or you can have it in the mixed food ration. So it's and if you get too much of it, you can sell it, and it's an okay price for loose silage. The bales are much better, but that's another story. So we have another gun, and to the left, the upper left, you can see how much silage we have in the bunker and the compaction percentage. And before we can do anything else, the compaction has to be 100%. So this poor tractor and wagon are going to go over this silage more than once. And so it's quite a bit of work. Now I'm doing this to me the easiest way when we're not filling the bunker out completely. I found that this is the fastest way of doing things. I don't know how realistic it is, and I think that the loading wagon doesn't like that kind of work. It's not built for it, but it's an extra weight when compacting the bunker. And that way it sounds like a big wasp. And we are more than halfway through this, I would say. That we are a little over 2/3 in to this job. And as you notice, the figures for the bunker only comes up when we're inside its area. So let's see where we should go with you. In the middle. Or no, go to the left. And we empty it out as we go up. You can see a slight shift in the grass behind the loading wagon. So compacting. Always good to do. You can't start the fermenting process if it's not 100% compacted. So you have to do it one way or the other. It seems like we're going up for a third time. Or is we? Or are we? Oh, that's grammar. Doing this in this small scale is rather fun actually, and it is satisfactory as it gives you another produce to use. And we have finished the mowing and we are wrapping this field up. And we will fold the equipment. But we are going to use them in a minute or in the next episode. So we will just put them aside for a little while. We will have to take away the follow me commands. Oh, sorry. That was my steering wheel that got the punch. So, letting go of the follow me. And we will put you away a bit further away. The fence can't went into here when we are doing the last compaction. But you, we are in the way, so we have to put you over here, maybe. But you can stay there for the moment. And we then have to finish off the fence work. So we have a tiny bit of grass left. So we will just put it down and then we will keep going with the compaction. As you can see, I have a tiny bit of grass in the loading wagon and it doesn't seem to want to get out of there. And yes, I have noticed I didn't turn on off the engine in the loading wagon, and I don't know how much that is adding to the problem, but that's how it is. Got 7 grass left, so I don't know what it's about. And I tried to get it out all the ways I can think of, and it's, you still can see that grass, but the bar to the right in the right corner, lower corner, is telling me that I don't have any grass in the loading wagon any longer. But it's still annoying. So I don't know what's up with it. I could try and reset the wagon later on, because it should be emptied out by then. But we'll see. So we are doing the final compaction. We are ready. It's 100%. So let's go and put the carpet on. There we go. Now we can ferment. And it will take about 24 hours. I don't really know how long it will take, but I guess it will be ready before noon tomorrow. So let's see what we are going with to do with the rest of you. We sent the fence to the pig's farm. We will send the Deutsch fur to the sheep's farm. Yeah, I wonder what you have for lunch. It's really messy. So we only have Valerie left here. So we will put back the windblower on the nose of the tractor, or the front. And what will happen then, you get to see in the next episode. And until then, have a good one and do take care.